Let's put some, that's for the fuel for whatever you're using. Let's put some fuel in the stomach. Let's talk about the Nigeria breakfast table, which Adimo Kwesa from Financial Derivatives Company. Good morning. What are you bringing? I got a cup of tea here.
Yeah.
What are you adding to this? Bread or what? Or biscuit?
Typical Nigerians usually eat bread or yam, noodles, sweet potatoes.
For breakfast?
For breakfast, yes. Or even beans, akara, moi moi, yes. But the truth is that if you regularly eat bread or noodles, then wheat, that means you are largely
it's a major component
on wheat. Yes.
What's driving up the price of wheat? Is it consumption? I had a wheat bread yesterday, so I know.
Yeah, it's the combination of both demand and supply. The demand for supply is forecast to increase significantly in 2018, throughout 2018 to 2020. And also on the supply side, we're also seeing a somewhat of a supply deficit in the U.S. Bad weather conditions have affected production in key growing states in the U.S. So that is affecting prices, and that's why we're seeing this upward trend in the...
In terms of demand, are we eating more bread made out of wheat because of health issues?
That's true, yes. This global awareness about our health has really... Consumers are now shifting from the normal white bread, white noodles to brown bread, brown noodles. So yes, that's affecting demand, yes.
That's very good. That's as far as my breakfast table is concerned. But again, we have a number of burning economic issues, and of course we have a number of a few positive economic news since Tuesday while you were here. Since then, we got about 2 more good news. Yeah. The PMI and the doing business.
Yes, it's generally good. This month so far has been good. PMI numbers were really high, and it confirms that consumer confidence is growing, which points to a very prosperous Christmas period, and also confirms that manufacturers are starting to build up their inventory for the Christmas period. So, and also on our burning issues list, the U.S. Fed met yesterday, decided to leave rates unchanged, but there's a very strong indication that in December rates will be increased. So that will be an important consideration at this month's MPC meeting. And also this morning, President Trump has selected Jerome Powell as the next Fed chair. I think he, just like Janet Yellen, he supports the view that interest rates should be gradually normalized, and is also in favor of easing government regulation. So it's also something to consider for the Nigerian policymakers.
If you look at, I'm interested in the U.S. Top stories as far as Janet is concerned. Teary eyes for her, only one term in office, and now she's gone. She's going. But the key issue for us, if you look at the FX market, the central bank's pumping almost $200 million into the market again. Yes. Looking at the final 4 weeks of the year in which festive activities are coming up, you think this is positive news?
It's positive news, especially when, like you said, we're building up to this Christmas period. During this period, we should see an uptick in demand for Forex. Manufacturers are going to start preparing for the festive period. They're going to start buying inventory. It's slowly inventory building, inventory procurement will accelerate from now, and that should put pressure on our exchange rate. So the fact that the central bank is injecting money into the Forex market, and we see the amount of interventions increase as we move forward.
They don't want the rates to go out of hand.
Yes,
so pump volume.
Yes, more volume.
Keep the rates.
Yes.
At a very manageable level.
Yes.
And don't let it go out of hand. This time last year we were in hot water.
And just from now to 2016, a lot of progress has been made. So any slip up will just erase all those gains.
Could erase those gains. So it's better to keep them. But again, as some of these things are coming together, folks were asking me on social media, how do I buy or sell? How do I trade? How do I benefit from these PMI numbers that are increasing? So let's go to the street and see your survey with the rest of your colleagues at Financial Derivatives, where the retail prices of things prices always go up towards the end of the year.
Yes.
Okay, so palm oil, semolina, yam, tomato, rice, and all of that. What's the trend here with what is on the TV screen?
So far, prices of commodities are relatively static, no movement. That is testament to the harvest season. For example, yam, a key staple product, has actually come down drastically because of the New Yam Festival and the new yam harvest season. So, but as we approach the Christmas season, prices should expect? We should expect prices to tick up a bit higher.
In a country like ours, with everything we've got, you still spend close to $2 to buy a tuber of yam, 650 for an average household.
That's true. That's a small tuber. The larger tuber is even more expensive. So
The higher the price.
Yes.
That's 650 for something that we all grow locally.
Yes.
I'm not sure of any foreign content in yam.
And also the price of bread too. Like, for some reason, the price of bread is still sticky downwards. They have come down marginally, but they're still resistant from the markets. Prices are not still going down. And what we're seeing is that consumers, people that consume bread as their breakfast staple, they are shifting to other products like yam, like bread and akara and moi moi, akara and pap. And because number one, the price of bread, although it's even more expensive, it's even what these manufacturers are doing, they're producing in smaller quantities. So the average man would rather consume something like yam, which will fill him up for the rest of the day.
I see a lot of Agege bread, and I travel around all the
they're
time.
much smaller than what they were used to, what they were before.
In
Yes,
size?
In size, yes.
So they got to tinker with the pan, the vessel,
Yes.
which is, that's what happens.
Yes. So the average man would rather shift to something that fills him up for the morning.
For the day.
Yes.
Maybe for half of the day.
Yes.
But again, what goes into bread, for example, that we're still scratching our head all the time when it comes to bread?
We have wheat. There's a lot of sugar goes into bread manufacturing. We have also some salt.
Some butter?
Some butter, yes. And for example,
yeast.
Wheat, yes, yeast too. Sugar prices have trended a bit higher for most of the year, but now we're seeing sugar prices going down. That's largely down to, we're seeing sugar, like most users of sugar, for example, Pepsi, Coca-Cola, we expect them to reduce their sugar content in their products, so that's also affecting prices positively. And also wheat, like I spoke to earlier, wheat prices are going up a bit, they're 4% higher year to date. And we expect increasing demand to weigh on prices next year.